Multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where? Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here in the building with me, y'all. We got a whole lot to talk about and a whole lot to get through. Yes, we do. Let me tell you something. We knew that this big ticket story was going to be far from over, and child, there's a whole lawsuit out here between Francesca and Alicia Brown Big. Now, like I said in the title, how can you be upset with somebody suing you when you lied on them and you left your child in a car for 8 hours and they soiled themselves? Right? You heard me correctly. Alicia Brown went to a casino for 8 hours, left her child in a car and soiled themselves. One more time. Went into a casino for 8 hours, right? Gambled. And when she came back to the car, the child soiled themselves, right? In addition to that, there's a missing child and a pattern of behavior of making up false allegations against men who have never abused her. So please forgive me if I'm not believing it. Then there was some receipts from Queen Sheba saying there was a cover-up at V103. I said I think that's a bridge too far. I don't think it's a bridge too far, though, that V103 is trying to CYA cover their ass because they don't want to be held liable for causing DV. So I think the way they collected receipts was wrong. But in the same token, like, if you're going to talk about everything, you can't be selective. That history is real of Alicia Brown. The fact that she left a child in a car for 8 hours and soiled themselves. The fact that she has made up false allegations against Durrell Williams when he's never abused her, and he had to fight for full custody of the child. And there's a kidnapped child. No, we're going to cover that too. We're not just going to cover just believing the victim because she's a woman. No, we don't do that around here. We do the full totality of somebody, not just what you want to talk about just to have content. Child, no disrespect to Queen Sheba. She is a legend, but I'm sorry, I can't get past the fact that a child was in a car for 8 hours and soiled themselves. I just don't get that. So that being said, let's make it do what it do because higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And one thing to know, and two things for sure, over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Roll it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Now this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you're starting it off right. But I'm waiting for you the daylight. And a lot happens early. Can you feel it? And I said,
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is a new morning. Julie Chen, Moon Vance, and Royce Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You are absolutely right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully all is well with each and every single one of you. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do because we have a whole lot to talk about and a whole lot to get through this morning. So here we go, y'all, from MediaTakeout.com, everybody. Here we go. Tigger's child, can y'all, Tigger's wife, not Tigger's wide. Oh my God. Okay, Tigger's wife sued for calling co-host mistress She says she has receipts. Allegedly, and allegedly she has receipts. Okay, here we go. Atlanta Radio Wars turn criminal. V103 co-host Francesca Amaker drops federal defamation lawsuit on Big Tigger's estranged wife Alicia Brown's receipts. Prepared to talk. Honey cleared out the morning show schedules and locked the legal folders because the airways of Atlanta have eventually transformed into a high-stakes courthouse thriller. Media takeout has been tracking the absolute hyper-ventilating chaos paralyzing Metro Atlanta's media circle following the dog-dropping news that 4-time Emmy Award-winning journalist and V103 Big Tigger morning show co-host Francesca Amaker has officially filed a massive federal defamation lawsuit against Alicia Brown, the estranged wife of rapid radio icon Big Tigger Darian Morgan. Believe me, I saw the lawsuit over the weekend, y'all. Did y'all think? I'm not going to talk about it. We've been covering this thing, okay? The fullness of everything. Not just what we want to talk about, just to have a YouTube channel or a TikTok page or Instagram page or a Facebook page or Twitter, okay? Or any platform at all, okay? No disrespect to those who are selective, but child, I'm just going to keep it real. If your child got locked in a car for 8 hours and they soiled themselves, you'll be having my energy, so don't get at me, okay? Listen. The federal court filing dropped on June 30th, 2026 in the Northern District of Georgia comes right on the heels of an incredibly dark, highly toxic marital meltdown that recently saw Big Tigger hit with felony domestic charges. But baby, while the general public was still reeling from the shocking domestic headlines, drama spilled entirely over into the professional workspace. Francesca has completely drawn a line in the sand, claiming Alicia launched a calculated, anonymous social media smear campaign to paint her as a home record. And now the legal counterpunches are flying in real time. Child, when she said what she said on the radio, she was very calm, very cool, and very collected. And listen, I look at it like this, right? Can Big Tigger be actually upset? No. He can't. You know, Big Tigger said, I hope you can accept my apology. You can accept somebody's apology, but still not take their ish, right? And that's how I'm feeling about Francesca. That's why I put in the thumbnail, all Francesca Amaker wants, like Tina Turner want, is just her name. That's all she wants. She just wants her name clear. The home record allegations and the bruise tagging scandal. According to the explosive federal documents obtained by Media Takeout, Francesca claims that Alicia not only utilized a web of anonymous Instagram burner accounts to systematically spread vile, entirely fabricated rumors that Francesca was handling a scandalous office affair with Big Tigger. Now realize she just took the seat recently, right? The lawsuit alleges that the defamatory post went so far to suggest that Francesca only secured her highly coveted V103 morning show seat in May of 2026 because of her alleged illicit affair with Tigger. But honey, the absolute breaking point happened after a severe domestic dispute unfolded behind closed doors. Francesca claims that Alicia posted a highly emotional video displaying apparent facial injuries on her main Instagram page and directly tagged Francesca's official account, creating a highly damaging viral public impression that the news anchor was somehow directly connected to or responsible for the violence. And that's where I draw the line, right? Unless you have receipts, you're just talking out your ass. Because May 2026, so May, June, July, Francesca has only been the co-host of the Big Tigger Morning Show for 3 months. So you mean to tell me in 3 months she's had an affair? And she was directly connected to your facial injuries or responsible for your facial injuries? Now, like I said before, if you are in the world of radio, TV, what have you, right? You do have your phone, right? I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. You do have your phone. You have your phone, right? You do have your phone, right? So, right here, producers will text you throughout the day. Hey, Bray, what do you think about this segment? Hey, Bray, we're kind of getting close to this interview. Hey, Bray, we need you at the I don't know, Verizon Wireless Amphitheater, because you're going to be hosting a V103 concert. Like, producers will text you throughout the day, right? So, with that said, I really don't believe Francesca has done anything crazy. Like I said, she was on 11 Alive and did and was really a part of the Atlanta entertainment news coverage. She was on the morning show for a very long time, right? So Francesca's been in the game a long time. Francesca's legal reps argue that these social media stunts triggered a wave of terrifying online harassment, severe safety threats, and completely destroyed major celebrity appearances and high-end brand partnerships, permanently tarnishing her award-winning journalism legacy. Alicia breaks her silence. The receipts will do the talking. But baby, Alicia Brown isn't backing down from the federal litigation for a single second. Just hours after the lawsuit went completely viral across the urban blogs, Alicia took to her official platforms to drop a calculated, ice-cold statement drafted by her powerhouse legal team at Kessler and Sodomy. While her attorneys have strictly advised her to refrain from directly litigating the specific defamation points across the internet while multiple legal actions remain active, they made it entirely clear that they are locked, loaded, and ready for a courtroom showdown. Unfortunately, a lot's going to come out through my testimony and my husband's. Husbands! Wait, hang on, man. Are you in a menage a trois? Because I thought Big Tigger was your husband. Yeah, okay. Over the past several hours, we have become aware of the significant public attention surrounding matters involving Alicia Brown. Because there are ongoing legal proceedings, Alicia has been advised by counsel to be mindful of any public statements. Out of respect for the legal process, she will not comment on the specific allegations or discussing the details of the case at this time, as there are multiple pending matters. Hopefully that missing child is one as well. Hopefully Durrell Williams will get to come into the trial and testify. And, I feel like that interview that Throwaway K did should be a part of the trial. I wish it was more of a credible person that done the interview, but here we are, child. Alicia and her husband shared and communicated everything. What we can say is that the receipts, including the text messages, evidence of the process, will speak for themselves. We remain confident that the facts will come to light through the appropriate legal channels rather than public speculation. Our primary concern at this time is Alicia's family, particularly the children, due to the sensitive nature of this matter. The fact they've witnessed multiple altercations with someone being on camera. Our focus is on protecting them from further trauma, unnecessary public attention. Their well-being and privacy must remain a priority. Shout out to the Shade Room there. You can see the Shade Room logo right there. We also believe it is important to recognize that no matter what someone thinks of another person, disagreement, criticism, or public opinion never justifies placing your hands on an individual. If the organizations, including Audacity, the NBA, NFL, or any other employer or affiliate entity, choose to condone or overlook conduct that is inconsistent with the values they publicly promote, that's a reflection of those organizations and the standards they choose to uphold. At this time, we respectfully ask for patience and understanding. As the legal process moves forward, we trust the courts to evaluate the evidence fairly and reach the appropriate conclusions. When it is appropriate and legally advisable, Alicia will address all matters further. We finally extend our sincere appreciation to everyone who has offered prayers, encouragement, and support. Your kindness has been more than words can express as Alicia and her family navigate this difficult chapter. Alicia Brown's team. You know what's sad? Alicia Brown's team is more coherent than Milagro-grams. That's a damn shame. But does Alicia have money though? That's also a question. Milagro, she's broke as fuck, so she couldn't even afford her legal team. She actually said, if you make fun of her not being able to pay, she might repost that shit. That's what Milagro said. Don't get mad at me. Child. And not to mention, too, here's the thing. I know that depending on the industry, depends on how much you have to put in work in order to be known, right? Cybersecurity, you can be behind the scenes about that. But when you have Cyber Bay, have you done any speaking engagements? Do you do any workshops or seminars? Unless this story came out, we would not have known who Alicia Brown is. Basically, that means she a nobody. She's a human being upon the earth. God bless her on her journey. She is just like this individual right here. Give me a moment.
It's not just feeding the hungry only on Thanksgiving. It's an everyday situation. You know what I mean? This is 265 days a year.
Damn shame. For shame.
That is funny.
For shame.
265 days. Where the hell that bitch live at?
It's not just...
Now that bitch lives in Atlanta, Nene. You should know that by now. Shout out to Nene Leakes, which she will be on the Ultimate Girls Trip for ROA. That should be, for the Housewives, right? I think that comes out August 19th. I will review it because it is Housewives content. I think that's going to be a very interesting series for sure. So, but listen, you just as bad as Portia. Now, I will say Portia's definitely known more than Alicia Brown, okay? But like I said, just saying Portia stole somebody's husband. Alicia Brown's made up lies. Portia Williams has, an anger management problem. Alicia Brown, it's not all right up here. I'm just saying. Like I said, it goes back to my main point. How do you leave a child in a car for 8 hours as you're gambling at the casino, and when they come back, and when you come back, they soiled themselves? I do not care for that. I would be just as mad if a dad did that to his child. No, this is not hating on black women, this, that, third. No, right is right and wrong is wrong. Y'all gotta get out of that shit. That's why some of your channels suck ass. Because y'all lock into one side. No, right is right and wrong is wrong. For those of you who are saying I'm locked in on the big ticket side, I haven't said that. It's not cool to put your hands on anybody. But also, too, we know Big Tigger. We don't know Alicia Brown. That's factual. And if it comes out that Big Tigger has done more, okay, I will change my mind. That's how you do this shit. God. Child. At this point, I used to think we used to have a culture that would stand up against a child being soiled on themselves. But now it's like, well, it is what it is. Free will is real. Damn shame. Hey, two people, welcome and glad to have you here. We're just talking about Francesca Amacor and Alicia Brown. There's a lawsuit out. We are going to get to the lawsuit here in a minute. I'm just catching everybody up with what is going on. Glad to have all you here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Glad to have you here. The legal statement read, what we can say is that the receipts, including the text messages, evidence and legal process will speak for themselves. Remain confident that the facts will come to light through the appropriate legal channels rather than public speculation. Alicia heavily captured the post with an anonymous warning to her husband and the public. Unfortunately, a lot's going to come out through my testimony and my husband's. Like I said, I thought Big Tigger was your husband. Who else you married to? Y'all don't find that weird? Oh, you know what? She's probably saying her husband's, information. That's what, chat. See, there was a reason why I played Portia Williams 265, okay? Because that's not making any sense. Insiders snitched to us that Alicia's core focus remains entirely on protecting her young children, who she aggressively claims were forced to witness and record multiple intense volatile altercations inside the family residence. The shadow of Big Tigger's felony arrest. To fully understand the gravity of this high society Atlantic collapse, you have to look at the legal storm Big Tigger is actively fighting simultaneously. The messy defamation suit falls less than a month after the legendary BET rap Say the Basement alumnus was officially arrested by the Sandy Springs Police Department on June 20th, 2026. So right after Juneteenth, everybody, and during Juneteenth weekend. Big Tigger was put into the Fulton County Jail on heavy felony charges of aggravated battery and third-degree cruelty to children, stemming from a severe physical incident at their marital home back on May 9th, while Ring doorbell security footage from the residents have leaked heavily across the digital streets. Big Tigger has released his own statement, unequivocally deny every single allegation of abuse made against him, trusting the court process will fully clear his name. While Big Tigger remains entirely off the V103 airways, radio veteran Frank Ski currently stepping into the to anchor the morning slot next to Francesca. This federal lawsuit has officially guaranteed the trial of the year won't just be about domestic harmony, but about corporate survival, professional reputations, and a laptop full of digital receipts. Media takeout will be sitting right here on the front bench of the federal gallery. So there is that there. Of course, you guys know Frank Ski and Wanda in the morning. So Frank Ski doing mornings. Mornings is Frank Ski, and Frank Ski is mornings, damn it. I mean, good day. I mean, listen, I hope to get that type of work. Hey, Bray, listen, you know, mornings, can you just fill in? Just come on in. Child. And by the way, when it came to this, I do believe that there was a 13-year-old inside the house at the time that Tigger got arrested. So, more from MediaTakeout.com here. Let's keep going. As it comes up here, come on now. There we go. All right. So from MediaTakeout.com here, Big Tigger off the air after battery charges. Big Tigger is stepping away from his radio show as he faces criminal charges in Sandy Springs, saying he needs to focus on his family, and allow his attorney to handle the case. The longtime media personality announced the decision after his arrest on charges of aggravated battery, third-degree cruelty to children. For as long as I've been in this industry, my focus has always been to keep the spotlight on the culture and the incredible people I get to interview. But right now, my personal life is in the public eye has become the subject of overwhelming speculation and misinformation. He said being separated from his son has been especially painful through all this. What hurts the most is being away from my son. Nothing is more important to me than being a great father. Of course, there is the there's the receipts right there. And I said, that's Francesca Amacore. So when you tag somebody, it's just like, child, you got to know what comes with that. Either they did or they did not. Not negating DV, right? But just keeping it a buck. According to an arrest affidavit, Tigger's wife, Alicia Brown, told investigators that he shoved her into an office door during a May argument at their home. The affidavit says Brown suffered a deep cut above her left eye that required stitches. The police said the couple's 13-year-old son was upstairs, heard incident. Brown later received a temporary protective order requiring Big Tigger to stay away from her, their home, and their children. Now, in that filing, right, Alicia Brown said that he choked her neck, but we saw a bare, hug of like, stop, right? So it wasn't the neck. At least that's what I saw when I reviewed the footage live here on the show with all of you. Big Tigger said he unequivocally denies every allegation, looks forward to clearing his name. So with that being said, let's go to AOL.com. Yes, AOL still around. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. They even still got the yellow guy right here. It's so cute. Remember the yellow guy that was the instant messenger before Facebook and everything else? So shout out to that. They still are keeping the little guy right there. That's amazing. Shout out to that. Or that, I was about to say orange. My God. I'm still waking up to that little yellow guy right there. Okay. So here is the AOL article here. And then this is the lawsuit right here. So I just want to show you this article here. So we are about to get into that. Shout out to Fox 5 for getting the lawsuit. And here it is, y'all. Here it is. So, like I said, when I saw the lawsuit, I'm like, okay, we're going to read it. We're going to discuss it. Everything that we can. Okay. So here we go. Francesca Amacore versus Alicia Brown. Complaint for damages and demand for jury trial. Plaintiff Francesca Amacore by by and through her undersigned counsel, hereby states her complaint for damages and demand for jury trial against defendant Alicia Brown as follows. So this complaint arises from social media posts. This is the introduction, y'all. This complaint arises from social media posts by a defendant on or about May 12th, 2026, and again on or about June 6th, 2026, where defendant made false inflammatory statements about Amacor, including that Amacor was engaged in an affair with defendant's husband, and that Amacor was the reason defendant suffered apparent physical assault after defendant publicized physical injuries to her face. Amacor has not engaged in an affair with defendant's husband. Amacor has not intermingled with the intimate relationship between defendant and defendant's husband. Amacor and defendant's husband were merely professional colleagues with a working relationship. Despite this, defendant sought to irreparably damage Amacor's reputation by conveying to an average reader and or listener on Instagram that Amacor engaged in an illicit affair and that Amacor's relationship with defendant's husband was the reason for defendant's divorce and that defendant was physically assaulted because of Amacor. Defendant sought to cast Amacor as a dishonest, unscrupulous mistress and homewrecker willing to leverage her career to engage in an untoward affair with a married man. Defendant has sought to cast Amacor as an accomplice in the destruction of an otherwise healthy marriage. Healthy marriage is in the eye of the beholder. But also, too, like, can we talk for a minute? I feel like Alicia Brown would be like a menage a trois, and then she would claim, like, oh my God, he hit me. But it was really just a role-playing thing with the three of them. I feel like she would do that. Don't at me, y'all. Okay, listen, I am reading the court documents as they are, giving commentary to transform it. But, y'all, like I said, go watch that interview with Tossaway K and Durrell Williams. I wish it was a more credible person doing the interview, but it is what it is. But that it gives a lot of intel there. Defendant sought to cast Amacor as about a person and or someone who condones violence towards women. Defendant made these knowingly false and defamatory statements about Amacor negligently and with actual malice. On information and belief, defendant made these knowingly false and defamatory statements about Amacor to promote the defendant's forthcoming app with the working title hashtag he said, she said. Wait a minute, what? Bruh. That would be like Martell Holt saying, I'm against DV. I'm stumping down DV like I stump out grapes for Inez wine. Like, what the hell? Oh my God, today oh my God, bro. Why would you promote an app with hashtag he said, she said? The promotion of the app should just stick to the apps. See, okay. And I'm sure there are receipts in here. Like I said, I have not read this. This is my first time reading it live with all of you. So, as intended, defendant's false and defamatory statements have permanently damaged Amacor's character reputation. As a result of the conduct described herein, defendant is liable to Amacor for actionable defamation. Amacor is an individual who's a citizen of the state of Georgia and resides in Fulton County, Georgia. Brown's an individual who affirmatively asserts a citizenship of the state of North Carolina. Brown specifically denies any citizenship or residency in the state of Georgia. But you live with Big Tigger in Georgia, so wouldn't that mean you're a resident of Georgia? Y'all give me a moment. Cause I can't do it. I need a meme. I need a meme. Give me a moment. I need a meme. This is exactly what I need. I need a meme because right now I can't take it. My God, today. Go ahead, Tyrese.
This is all I got. This is all I got. Don't take my baby, okay? I've been away from my baby for 2 months. I just want my baby, and no one's listening because no one's in the courtroom. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not doing anything illegal, but I don't want nobody. Oh my God, am I doing something illegal by doing this video, or am I protected by the First Right Amendment Amendment? Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me? Oh my God.
That's where I'm at, Tyrese. Like, what more do you want from a child? Like, you gotta pass too. Like the hell?
This is all I got. Don't take my baby, okay? I've been away from my baby for 2 months. I just want my baby, and no one's listening because no one's in the courtroom. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not doing anything illegal, but I don't want nobody. Oh my God, am I doing something illegal by doing this video, or am I protected by the First Right Amendment Amendment?
Y'all.
Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me? Oh my God.
I can't do it.
This is all I got. This is all I got. Don't take my baby, okay? I've been away from my baby for 2 months.
2 months.
I just want my baby, and no one's listening because no one's in the courtroom. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not doing anything illegal, but I don't want nobody. Oh my God, am I doing something illegal by doing this video, or am I protected by the First Right Amendment Amendment? Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
I feel you, Tyrese.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Tyrese, so much, brother. Let's get back to this damn lawsuit, child. I cannot. Right here, attached here to as Exhibit A is a true and accurate copy of the communications between counsel for Amaker and Brown regarding citizenship. Regarding the citizenship, residency of Brown. Also, please not SIC. My primary residence is and has always been North Carolina, but Big Tigger is in Atlanta, not in North Carolina. But okay. I'm of course a citizen for the state of Georgia for the purposes of diversity jurisdiction under 28 USC 1332. Brown is a citizen of the state of North Carolina for the purposes of diversity jurisdiction under 28 USC 1332 as well. This court has subject matter jurisdiction over this matter pursuant to 28 USC 1332, as there exists complete diversity of citizenship between plaintiff and defendant, and the amount in controversy exceeds $75,000 exclusive interest and costs. This court has personal jurisdiction over defendant pursuant to OCGA 9-1091, as she owns, uses, and possesses real property situated within the state Specifically on June 24th, 2026, Fulton County Superior Court awarded defendant sole exclusive use of the family residence located in Atlanta, Georgia, Fulton County. Attached here too as Exhibit B is a true and accurate copy of the family violence ex parte productive order issued in favor of defendant. This court has personal jurisdiction over defendant because her intentional and notorious actions were expressly aimed at Georgia. As defendant knew her false and defamatory statements would have a potentially devastating impact on Amicur. Defendant knew that the brunt of that injury would be felt by Amicur in the state in which she lives and works. Such defendant must reasonably anticipate being held into court in the state of Georgia to answer for the truth of the upcoming statements made in her social media posts. Accordingly, sufficient minimum contact exists with respect to defendant and the claims at issue in this case to justify the requirements of due process. Venue in this court is pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1391 B2 as a substantial part of the events giving rise to this action occurred in this district. So that is just the opening, everybody. All right. Factual background. Francesca Amicur. Amicur is a highly respected 4-time Emmy Award-winning journalist, television host, radio personality, actress, motivational speaker, and media professional. Amicur is a native of Atlanta, where she has made meaningful connections in her community since childhood. Today, she's an advocate for and mentor to young women and girls in the Atlanta community. Over her 16-year career in journalism, Amicur has approached her profession with self-respect and integrity. Amicur has represented local and national media organizations around the world, including at major entertainment events, has consistently maintained an unblemished professional reputation that is essential to her livelihood. In September 2024, Amicur was invited to the White House and recognized for her long-standing contributions and commitment to excellence in public service and journalism. In October 2022, Amicur was inducted into the Vanderbilt University Media Hall of Fame as the youngest journalist in the university's history to receive this distinction. Come through! That's amazing. This recognition highlights Amicur's professional achievements, ethical leadership, and contributions to the field of journalism. Amicur further serves on the leadership and advisory boards of Vanderbilt University, where she mentors and supports the next generation of journalists. Amicur's civic engagements with her alma mater are deeply important to her, further demonstrate a long-standing commitment to education, professional integrity, and community engagement. Amicur's career and personal brand are defined by accuracy, fairness, and maintaining the confidence of the public she serves and the organizations that entrust Amicur with their brands. Without question, public trust, credibility, professionalism, and good moral character are central to Amicur's profession. On or about May 11th, 2026, Amicur began her on-air radio co-host position with the Big Tigger Morning Show V103 Atlanta alongside Darian Morgan, professionally known as Big Tigger. Prior to joining the Big Tigger Morning Show as co-host, Amicur previously worked as a morning anchor on Living Alive and was a national correspondent for E! News. E! News used to be on pretty much every night around, I think, 6 or 7 o'clock on the E, and then of course they try to do E! News this morning. That didn't work, and then they try to do E! News late at night. That didn't work. It's just like, just make E! News the network, a 24/7 entertainment journalism news network, okay? And they do E! News this morning, E! News today, E! News tonight, and then E! News after dark. It would be so simple if NBC Universal could just click it in their head to execute that. But they also got rid of Access Hollywood, which now NBC Universal doesn't have an entertainment news magazine to promote the company anymore. So that actually helped the marketing budget, but that's neither here nor there, child. But moving on. E! Used to be under NBC Universal before they were spun off into the company First, which is a separate company from NBC Universal. So, as a native of Atlanta, Amicur was excited to return home to become a part of the legacy of V103 as a radio personality on a major platform. This career milestone quickly became the source of unwanted anxiety, fear, humiliation, embarrassment, and overall mental and emotional stress as a result of defendants' false defamatory statements about Amicur. Defendant plants seeds of doubt regarding Amicur or Morgan on or about May 11, 2026. Certain social media accounts on Instagram began commenting on a B103 promotional post celebrating Amicur's addition to the Big Tigger Morning Show, saying that the defendant was in the hospital because Morgan is probably messing with Francesca Amicur. What? Now, y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Tell me why, as somebody is getting ready to take a new job, that somebody would post something like that. Francesca was already somebody before V103, so why post that? And Francesca hasn't even taken her seat as co-host yet. So why would you post that? Now, remember what I said about Alicia Brown making up false allegations about men that abused her, but they did not abuse her. Remember, I told y'all that. Okay, I'm just reading it and gleaming it live in real time with all of you. Let's keep going. So here it is here. He must have deleted my comment about his wife being in the hospital, probably because he was messing with Francesca Amicur, your traveling bestie. I saw your comment. He blocked me, so I'm sure he can find out who she is. I think I found her. I do not want to tag her to embarrass her, but I hope that she's okay. That was such to be in the hospital while your husband works with his ex, especially if she's the reason you're in the hospital. So those two might have to come into court. Just keeping up. But this Instagram account for Francesca Amicur refers to Amicur. Amicur was tagged in the promotional post as collaborator, which if you're in the world of media, right? Let's just say, for example, right, that I get the NBC Universal thing, right? Let's see if I can go on Instagram. NBC Universal launch Instagram. Because I want to show you what a promotional post could look like. Okay, so here's one right here. So this is a collaborative post right here. So basically what you do is you tag whoever. Wait a minute. So right here, let me go back. Because you don't know what you don't know, right? So here it is here. So that's Hollywood CPR, Cinematic, Production Resources, and NBC Universal launch. So that's a collaborative post. So that's basically how that works. So if you become a star through television, media, or if you want to be a partner at the law firm, it will be a collaborative post. Of course, the social media team handle it. But it'll be Raylan Lee and so. And then when you see this here, that's a collaborative post. So that's how that works. You guys get to know about that. Okay. Francesca was tagged in the promotional post as a collaborator, which populates the promotional post on her Instagram page to be viewed by her over 66,000 followers. On information, the Instagram accounts identified as Nurse Cat RN19 and your traveling bestie _ are social media accounts controlled by defendants. Specifically, the Your Traveling Bestie _ account was previously for Selfie Liminal Museum, which was the official Instagram account for defendant's former business in Baltimore, Maryland, Lemonade Selfie Museum. Girl, are you crazy? The reason why I say that is because, for one, RNs can lose their license based on how they move. And then you're traveling bestie. Now, unless you're a travel content creator, you can do what you want to do. But brands can knock at your doorstep, right? But if you're a travel agent, you can also lose your, certification as a travel agent. So, like, why do that? And child, the business closed down, so you use your business account to get back. I'm reading it as y'all are hearing it. The nursecat.rn19 user purported to have information on a report on or about May 11th that Morgan said the altercation happened because of his new co-host V1 at V103 Atlanta. Y'all messing. There it is there. And it looks like this person may have been catfished, right? Which basically you take somebody's face and make a whole fake account. So it's just ridiculous. At nursecat.rn19 used report to have further information on or about May 11th, 2026 regarding alleged injuries to defendant's face. Class, this man's white face will never be the same. If V103 is glorifying the people that caused it, I pray you are no one's husband, because clearly you will be acting like just like at the Tigger show. My husband would never leave me like that. I was referring to blame Miss Amaker. You right. I do not know her. I was not the girl's nurse. All I know is that the report said altercation involved a new co-host that started Monday, and then boom, everyone is at work as if nothing happened. There's this new co-host. So you're not the girl's nurse, right? But you said that this man's wife's face will never be the same. Something the Kool-Aid ain't sweet here, just saying. There were no public reports of any physical altercation between defendant and Morgan or alleged injuries to defendant's face at the time of the above post on or about May 11th, 2026. On or about May 12th, 2026, certain social media accounts on Instagram further commented under a V103 promotional post where Amaker was tagged as collaborator making false, disparaging, and demeaning statements about Amaker, including seeing the messages yesterday about her messing with Big Tigger. Now we all know how she got the job. I dated her and would never date her again. I saw someone say her and Tigger were dating. So this is taking New York 75. Or L.A. Kenny, yes, L.A. Kenny there. Then you woke up from your dream. Diva B. Every time I touched her, it was nasty, and she said she wanted someone to retire her. I do not like women. Do not like women who are gold diggers. She's also a curious woman. I saw the messages yesterday about her messing with the Tigger. Now we all know how she got this job. He's single, she's single, and they booted Jazzy. She gave him amazing lollipop like she did me. Child, in the words of Lil Wayne, not lick it like a lollipop. I cannot. Now, I'm guessing that this is, Francesca's dating preferences controversial. I guess Francesca has some preferences that are controversial. I'm sure they can't be more controversial than B. Simone saying she don't want a 9-to-5 man, and now she got to try to get to a level of actually, she's got to try to get back to that level of making $1 million a month, but she's going to do a 9-to-5 job in order to get it. But child, it was she gave him an amazing lollipop like she did me for me. On information and belief, the Instagram account identifies L.A. Kenny. It's a social media account controlled by a defendant. Specifically, L.A. Kenny 75 was created in May 2026 to only create to speak negatively about Amaker. That is odd. So wait, you got Nurse Cat not knowing about the woman's face, but saying the face is never going to be the same. Then you're going to make up a false guy who dated Francesca Amaker, where Amaker could come out and say, yeah, I don't know this person, right? Okay, let's continue on. On or about, you cannot make this ish up. On or about May 12th, 2026, defendant responded to LA Kenny 35 as Cyberbay under the same V103 promotional post and said, yes, we are again divorced over his relationship with Francesca, but it was not your place to tell everyone. However, I do thank you for confirming what I already know. He DM me, please. Now, we did talk about that on the show previously to this live thing here. So here is that right there. Morgan London agreed the page was made this month, if not today. No telling this person. LOL, this person seems very upset if this is necessary during the smear campaign. So it looks like Morgan London _ which, by the way, beautiful face card, gorgeous. Seems like Morgan London seemed like she knew what was up before most of us did. Yeah, it looks like she knew what was going on before the rest of us did. Let's see here. LA Kenny, Big Tigger Show. He's actually my husband. He is my husband. Actually, he asked me to respond to you. Yes, we are getting divorced over his relationship with Francesca, but it was not your place to tell everyone. However, I do thank you for confirming what I already knew. Can you please DM me, please? DM me, please. So cool, girl, KJ73 was saying that something ain't feeling right about this. Morgan London that responded. The Instagram account for @Cyberbay, the Cyberbay defers to the defendant. Defendant's comment conveyed and was intended to convey the impression that Amaker and Morgan engaged in a illicit affair that caused the dissolution of the defendant's marriage. There is no relationship between Amaker and Morgan other than a professional relationship as colleagues. The truth did not matter to the defendant as she continued to publish false defamatory statements about Amaker. On or about June 6th, 2026, defendant published on the Cyberbay Instagram page approximately 24-second video of herself with the apparent injury to the face while weeping. Defendant captured her post. Someone asked my husband about why my face happened with Francesca Amaker. So we saw that there. And personally, why would you post this to your professional account if you're a cybersecurity analyst? But hey, the defendant knows Francesca Amaker does not refer to Morgan, but rather than Amaker. Right. Defendant's post, which has since been deleted, but has been seen, by everybody, conveyed and was intended to convey the impression that defendant was the victim of a violent attack for which Amaker was responsible for defendant's injuries. To an average reader or listener on Instagram, defendant's false defamatory post further conveyed and was intended to convey that Amaker was either defendant's perpetrator or that Amaker condoned, encouraged, or allowed defendant to be physically assaulted. Defendant further amplified the false impression she hoped to convey about Amaker by saying on or about June 12th, 2026, that she never called her husband an abuser. So Lauren LaRosa, shout out to her. She's on the Breakfast Club with Just Hilarious, DJ Envy, Charmaine the God. You can catch them live on Netflix, which I don't think anybody's really tuning in to Netflix to watch the Breakfast Club that early in the damn morning. Sorry. Y'all are already on Revolt TV. Okay, y'all were on BET at 9 a.m. You're on Tubi as well. Like, stop allowing y'all supposed to be a guinea pig. Good damn. Anyway, just received a statement from Alicia Brown, the wife of Big Tigger. They are currently the focus of an alleged dispute investigation following a video Alicia posted of her bruised face with the caption, someone asked my husband why my face happened. She said she never called her husband an abuser. Statement: I want to be clear, I've never called My Husband An Abuser. Social media has drawn its conclusions from the information that was shared, but those conclusions are not statements I have made. I respect the legal process and believe law enforcement should be allowed to do its job without interference from anyone, including me. In recent days, many claims, opinions, and narratives have circulated publicly. While I understand people form their own views, I remain confident that the facts will speak for themselves in due time. Until then, my focus remains on my family, my peace, and protecting those I love. I love my family. I will not engage in public debates, speculations, or personal attacks and bitterness. So, child, me saying that I don't like you because you left your child in a car for 8 hours, they soiling themselves, that's having bitterness? And how's that personal attack when you got arrested by the police, heifer? Okay. All right, let's just roll on. Whew, my lord. Princes and princesses will do anything for attention. Kings and queens will do something for a purpose. Let's move on. I am not hiding, and I'm standing firmly by my character and integrity. I respectfully ask for patience as I follow guidance of my legal counsel and allow the process to unfold. Thank you to those who have extended prayer, support, and understanding during this time. At no point has defendant ever cleared Amaker's name regarding defendant's post displaying her interface image of Amaker. The post by name many online publications with some millions of followers across multiple social media platforms have republished defendant's false claims regarding Amaker and Morgan to their readership, which has garnered thousands of comments from the public questioning Amaker's morality, expressing profound disappointment, and in some cases further denigrating her character. It is no exaggeration that defendant's lies has been echoed around the world many times over. Defendant leveraged the widespread controversy to promote her forthcoming app, hashtag he said, she said. Days after posting her interface on Instagram and implicating Amaker and defendant's apparent physical assault, defendant made a series of posts on Instagram and Threads. On Instagram, defendant posted loading on her stories. Defendant was left less cryptic on Threads and stated in separate posts. Now that I have your attention, app loading and hashtag he said, she said, which for information and belief is the working name for the app. So the app is called hashtag he said, she said. Loading. Now that I have your attention, app loading, hashtag he said, she said. On information and belief, defendant publicized her false and defamatory statements about Amaker to garner the attention of the masses so that defendant could effectively promote her forthcoming act. Because defendant was a private individual or relatively unknown prior to her false and defamatory post about Amaker, defendant continues to clamor for fame and relevance through her Instagram profile. Oh my Lord Jesus. She should have posted a deep fake of Big Tigger doing something. Wait a minute, did somebody else post a deep fake of a celebrity? It was like an adult video, and they said that they were going to win in court and all that stuff, and no defamation, not gonna pay something. Oh, that was Milagro Grams. I forgot. Gotcha, bitch. Oh my God. Recently, on June 25th, 2026, defendant posted an Instagram story indicating that she takes full responsibility for posting the video of her face without acknowledging her direct inclusion of Amaker's name in the post. Defendant further stated that she plans to identify the appropriate platform to tell her side of the story. You know what would be really crazy? If she went on Toss Away K's platform, same platform that her ex went on, oh my God, that justice. Also, too, Toss Away K said that she has received DMs, alleged DMs about Alicia Brown and that she is known in these streets. Allegedly. Going up. But it is coming. Let me see something. Now, wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. I'm live right now. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me one moment. I'm getting a call coming in right now, and it's like, bro, I'm live right now, okay? Could you please? Really, you want to say something? You want to say something? Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. All right. I'll let you say whatever you need to say. Apparently, there's somebody that wants to defend Alicia Brown's character about It's Coming, so I'm gonna let this brother make it do what it do. Okay, so here we go. Go ahead, Stephen A. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you speak, bro, but this ain't the same thing. Okay, so let's just let. You sure you want to do this? Okay, all right.
I've been coming. I'm going to continue to come. Skip's been coming. He's going to continue to come. And people just need to get over that. I've been coming. I'm going to continue to come. Skip's been coming. He's going to continue to come. And people just need to get over that. I've been coming. I'm going to continue to come. Skip's been coming. He's going to continue to come. And people just need to get over that. I've been coming. I'm going to continue to come. Skip's been coming. He's going to continue to come. And people just need to get over that. I've been coming. I'm going to continue to come. Skip's been coming. He's going to continue to come. And people just need to get over that. I've been coming. I'm going to continue to come. Skip's been coming. He's going to continue to come. And people just need to get over that. I've been coming. I'm going to continue to come. Skip's been coming. He's going to continue to come. And people just need to get over that.
So listen. So Stephen A. He doesn't understand what, like, y'all, I'm on the way. I'm about to be coming through. You know what I mean? I'm on the way, right? That's what, you know. Hey, y'all come on. Are y'all coming? Are y'all coming on? You know what I mean? That's what that means. Are y'all coming on? Or y'all, you know. Oh my God. Stephen A. Smith did say, thank y'all for coming, and I'm gonna keep on coming. So that's the thing for Stephen A. But just Stephen A., one more time. You got anything else you want to say? Final words? Because bro, I gotta move on.
I've been coming. I'm going to continue to come. Skip's been coming. He's going to continue to come. And people just need to get over that.
Well, thank you very much, Stephen A. We got to get back to the lawsuit here, okay? My God. Okay. On information. I'm sorry, yeah. Stephen A., one more just for the people in the back, I just want to make sure that you have been seen, heard, and embraced in every fashion. Just one more time.
I've been coming. I'm going to continue to come. Skip's been coming. He's going to continue to come. And people just need to get over that.
Okay. Thank you very much, good sir. All right. On information and belief, this is further promotion for defendant's forthcoming app. To further maintain relevancy, defendant has begun leaking false information to media platforms, including bloggers on YouTube, to further amplify the false and defamatory narrative that Amaker engaged in an affair with defendant's husband. Now, Milagograms, yo bitch ass need to shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm just gonna let you know that right damn now. The shout out to my man Jay Nolan. Family over fame up in this motherfucker. Shout out to him. He's an amazing content career inside the industry with Jay Nolan. It's Nolan. Because he talked about you were sitting your kid or holiday cruise, or Christmas cruise rather, and you know you're buying books and iPhone 17s and all that. Let me tell you something. Your kid, Milagograms, gonna be more famous than you because they had to correct you. They had to correct your grammar. You said Barnes and Nobles. And your child said Barnes and Noble. Whatever the hell. I said light, love, and prayers to Milagograms' kids. They are going to be some comedians one day and be bigger, better, and wealthier than their mama never will be. Okay, listen. In Jesus' name. Yes. Amen. All right, moving on. Child, to further amplify the false and defamatory narrative that Amaker engaged in an affair with defendant's husband. Amaker's personal reputation is permanently damaged in a blink of an eye, or as quickly as defendants post and delete. Amaker's personal reputation, character, and standing within the industry became synonymous with defendants' knowingly false defamatory claims. Amaka had only just begun a new career opportunity with one of the highest radio stations in her hometown, really one of the highest radio stations in the country, honestly. Amaka could not even celebrate this career milestone because of defendants' false defamatory statements. As soon as defendant published her false defamatory statements about Amaka, several celebrity guests who were previously scheduled to appear on the Big Tigger Boy show canceled their appearances. Amaka's such cancellations represent appreciable professional losses in that such celebrity appearances could develop into further professional advancement, create genuine networking opportunities, and resulted in future bookings or further income. Let's see, Amaka was further set to meet with potential advertising clients for V103 until defendants' false and defamatory statements about Amaka. However, those opportunities are now at standstill as the controversy defendant create looms over Amaka's future. Certainly, Amaka's other opportunities and hosting opportunities, aside from on-air celebrity appearances and potential advertising clients, were canceled as a result of the defendant's false defamatory statements. Amaka's name is permanently tarnished by defendant's false and defamatory statements, given the high-profile nature of defendant's false claims regarding Amaka and Morgan. In an attempt to mitigate further damage to her brand, character, reputation, and standing in the community, Amaka published the following on her Instagram page on June 9th, 2026. The allegations being circulated about me are completely false and do not reflect who I am or how I conduct myself. I have never had an affair or cheated with a married man. I stand by my character, my integrity, and the truth. Defendants calculated planned campaign of publishing false defamatory statements and impressions about Amaka that caused the plaintiff to be subject to incessant public and private harassment, humiliation, ridicule, or threats to her safety. Amaka is consistently reminded of defendants' lies whenever anyone posts a disrespectful or demeaning comment under any one of her posts. So right here, so you fucking Tigger. Now listen, first of all, face card, body's good, but that comment, no, I don't like that. No. I can recognize, when a person looks good, but no. Right here, also, this is the other woman, SMH at Big Tigger Show, do bear and protect our queens at all costs. Beautiful face card, but no. Organic Vibes comment, same thing you two are doing, according to Big Tigger's wife. Let's protect black women better. V103 abuse is never okay. You was messing with that woman's husband. And it looks like she was on a call with somebody. Looks like. She got a lot of followers. Good Lord Jesus. 66,000 followers, by the way. Come on now. Defendant was keenly aware of the impact her false defamatory statements will have on Amaka as a woman in a male-dominated industry, especially when the industry is predominantly white. There are only a few black men and women, and even black children in the world of media that got some power, okay? The mere insinuation of a successful woman at the height of her career engaging in an untoward affair with a married man carries all sorts of implications that can and have undermined everything Amaka has worked for until this point. Amaka has been forced into a 12-month contract with crisis management and public relations team to manage the immediate damage to her personal brand, professional reputation, solely because of the senseless falsities defendant repeated and continues to repeat to anyone who will listen. Moreover, Amaka's future opportunities with brands, sponsor advertisers, agents, networks, casting directors, production companies, and business partners are jeopardized because her name, personal brand are forever associated with false claims of infidelity and violence against women, not Amaka's professional accomplishments, which she has earned over the course of 16 years as a direct and proximate result of defendant's unlawful tourist conduct. Amaka's personal and professional reputation in the entertainment industry has been permanently damaged. As a direct and proximate result of defendant's unlawful tourist conduct, Amakor has suffered anxiety, fear, emotional distress, embarrassment, humiliation, and other mental pain and suffering. As a direct and proximate result of defendant's unlawful tourist conduct, Amakor's current and future business prospects, partnerships, endorsements, sponsorships, opportunities in radio, film, and television, and other endeavors in the entertainment industry are permanently damaged. I think that's something that's really sad about this, is the fact that we live in a world where we do not ask questions before making decisions. I talked to a manager yesterday, and she did not know what gun status was. I had to inform her, yes, that's something of our lexicon, our cultural lexicon. I had to let her know, you see how I talk to you and communicate with you? We didn't have to escalate this to nothing else. She was like, well, it's the state government. Sometimes state governments can be stupid as fuck. Just like people can be stupid as fuck. Like this situation right here. The fact that Alicia Brown has a history and people are tending to negate that just to support her because she's a black woman, it ain't right, it ain't cool, and it's flagrantly disrespectful. I'm just going to keep it a buck with y'all. And here's the thing, too. Before anybody gets on to me, I bet you in every state across the country, not everybody likes their state government. So stop that shit. Just like I don't like the governor of Arkansas, okay? Her own daughter said, one day, mommy, you could be pretty. If your child says that to you, you should be in a cave, close that rock door, and don't rise up for 3 days. Don't rise up ever. The worst Steve Harvey. You ain't Jesus. Moving on, child. Oh my God. Count one, cause for action of defamation. Amakor adopts and incorporates paragraphs 1 through A2 as though the same were set forth here in their entirety. On or about May 11th, 2026, defendant published or caused to be published certain false and defamatory statements about Amakor on Instagram. The May 11th post, specifically the May 11th post, contained the following false statements about Amakor through the Instagram account for nursecat.rn19, and on information belief, defendant said, are we not going to address that Tigger wife is in the hospital because of his relationship with Francesca Amakor. The report said that her husband at Big Tigger Morning Show said the altercation happened because of his new co-host at the 103 Atlanta, y'all messy. B, through the Instagram account for nursecat.rn19, and on information and belief, defendant stated they must have deleted my comment about his wife being in the hospital, probably because he is probable SIC messing with Francesca Amakor at your traveling bestie _ I saw your comment. He blocked me, so I am sure you find out who she is. C, through the Instagram account at your traveling _ bestie, at your traveling bestie _ and on information and belief, defendant stayed nursecat.rn19. I think I found her. I do not want to tag her to embarrass her. I hope that she's okay. That would suck, being in the hospital while your husband is with his ex, especially if she is the reason you are in the hospital. Through Instagram account at nursecat.rn19, and on information and belief, defendant stay. All I know is that the report said the altercation involved a new co-host that was starting Monday, and then boom, everyone is at work as if nothing happened, and there is this new co-host. On or about May 12th, 2026, defendant published or caused to be published certain false and defamatory statements about Amakor on Instagram. The May 12th post, specifically the May 12th post, contained the following false statements about Amakor through the Instagram account for LA Kenny 75, and on information and belief, defendant stated, I saw the messages yesterday about her mess with Big Tigger. Now we all know how she got the shit job. She gave him an amazing lollipop. Stephen A. Bro, okay, fine. What happened when Francesca allegedly gave a good lollipop to Big Tigger, even though that is completely, flagrantly asinine and gutter behaviorally disrespectful because it never happened? But what happened with the lollipops, Stephen A? What happened? What now? You want to say something? Go ahead.
I've been coming. I'm going to continue to come. Skip's been coming. He's going to continue to come. And people just need to get over that.
Thank you very much, Stephen A. That's what happened. The sweetness was, exploding out the lollipop. Okay, listen. I'm sorry, y'all. I get why Stephen A. It's so tight on coming. I don't understand why. Through the Instagram account. I'm sorry. Jesus. Through the Instagram account for @the_Cyber_Bay, defendant stated, L.A. Kenny 75 at Big Tigger Morning Show. He is my husband. He is my husband, actually, and he asked me to respond to you. Yes, we're getting divorced over his relationship with Francesca, but it was not your place to tell everyone. However, I do thank you for confirming what I already knew. Can you DM me, please? On or about June 6th, 2026, defendant published a false defamatory statement about Abacur on Instagram. June 6th post specifically and through the Instagram account for @the_Cyber_Bay. Defendant stated, someone asked my husband why my face happened at Francesca Abacur. Now that would mean rather you should tag Big Tigger, not Francesca Abacur, because Francesca Abacur is not your wife. He is not your husband, rather. Although, I'm not saying if Alicia Brown is curious on the other side, nothing wrong with that. But it just seems like Alicia Brown is not even coherent about herself, so she wouldn't even be coherent about being curious about anything else. But anyway, you should have tagged Big Tigger, not Francesca Abacur, because you're not married to Francesca Abacur. Alongside a video defendant with apparent injury to her face while weeping. The above referenced statements are of and concerning Abacur. The above referenced statements are false. Are false. The above referenced statements are defamatory by making by making the above referenced statements about Abacur. Defendant conveyed and intended to convey a false and misleading impression of Abacur. The gist of the false and the defamatory statements made by defendant in May 11th post, May 12th post, and June 6th post. The June 6th post rather conveyed to the average reader and a listener on Instagram that Abacur was engaged in an illicit affair with defendant's husband, and that Abacur obtained employment opportunities to defendant's husband by engaging in an illicit affair. Abacur maintains a relationship with defendant's husband by a mere working relationship as colleagues. That defendant became the subject of physical abuse because Abacur was engaged in an illicit affair with defendant's husband, and that Abacur physically abused defendant and or Abacur condoned, encouraged, or allowed physical abuse toward the defendant. Now, it's interesting because of the fact that Miss Pat was a co-host of the Big Tigger Morning Show. There was a young lady that she was a social media star. I can't remember what her name was, but she was there. Then a brother who was in the world of sports was there. And then Shamia was on the 103 as well. So all those people, including the social media person, Miss Pat and Shamia, were all there, but Alicia never went for them. I'm just asking questions. That's literally all I'm doing. I'm just asking questions. Let's see here. Was engaged in this affair with defendant's husband, that Abacur physically abused defendant and or Abacur condoned, encouraged, or allowed physical abuse toward defendant. Let me see. Let me see something. Okay. Let me just pull up. So here is Jazzy McBee here, right? So she was a former co-host of the Big Tigger Morning Show. So Jazzy McBee never had this accusation done to her, right? Miss Pat never had that accusation to her. Shamia never had. Shamia Moore never had this accusation towards her either. I think there was another brother. Give me a moment, y'all. Give me a moment. Okay, so I want to show y'all this. Give me a moment. So, comic Tyler Chronicles and Christina Granville, right? So, Tyler Chronicles, let me show y'all here, just to show y'all. So, Tyler Chronicles right here, right? And then Miss Basketball Glanville right there. So, those were some former co-hosts as well. Never had that happen to them, okay? So, I just want to bring this to y'all attention because sometimes, like I said, sometimes what we don't know is what we don't know, right? So, I'm trying to think, wasn't it Jade something? That was Jade Nova. Jade N-O-V-A. Big Tigger. Yep, right here. I see. I knew I wasn't crazy. Jade Nova, who used to be on the Big Tigger Morning Show, she also did not get this, y'all. See, this is why it's important to research everything. Everything and everything, chat. See, you know what I mean? See what I mean? It took me a minute because I knew it was Jade something, right? I knew it was Jade something, right? So was I'm trying to figure out who else it was. It was Jade Nova and J.R. I'm assuming. It was a guy, I think he was. Sorry, y'all. Gotta work this up. Yeah. I always hate this. Yeah, I'm like, God. I hate y'all. Like, I'm just trying to make sure of something. Come on, man. Former co-host of this radio show. No. It was Jane Nova and one other person. Who the hell is that person? Is pissing me the hell off. Because I know. Damn it. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. I know it seems like I am being a dog with a bone, but there is a good reason. Okay, yeah. Because this guy right here. Hang on. So I can do this. One moment. Nope, I need just that guy there. That's not him. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. J.R. Jackson. That's what I was looking for. J.R. Jackson. Big Tigger morning show. Because I believe he was on. J.R. Jackson joins. Okay, so I'll show y'all who JR Sports Brief is here. So give me a moment. So right here, I believe right here. Now this is J Nova right here, right? So I'll just show y'all real quick. It took me a while to find these people, but I just want to just give y'all what's up, right? Bye, everybody. So this is J Nova right here, who never got an allegation from Alicia Brown, right? Like I said, Miss Pat never got allegation from Alicia Brown. Shamia Moore never got allegation from Alicia Brown. Also, Jazzy McBee never got allegation as well. And then I do believe JR Sports Brief right there was a part of the Big Tigger Morning Show. I do believe he was a part of that. Right here. See, I knew I wasn't crazy right here. See, watch this right here. Right. Yeah, right here. J Nova's a newcomer, radio social media personality, also served as mentor on Fox's musical competition, the 4 for Star released solo album last year. JR joins from Intercom Sports 660 W Fan, 101.9 W Fan FM New York, where he served as a fill-in host and update anchor, but also has hosted a media content for multiple outlets, including his own JR Sports Brief. So JR was at V103, and then he moved over to the Big Tigger Morning Show. See? This is why it is important to know who knows who. Okay, this is the exact reason why it's important. Now, think about this. If Alicia Brown did not put an allegation on Miss Pat, did not put an allegation on Shamia Moore, did not put an allegation on J Nova, did not put out an allegation on Jazzy B, why Francesca Amacor all of a sudden? He's had 4 other female co-hosts. 4 other female co-hosts. 4 other female co-hosts. I'm just asking a question. That's it. That's all. Let's get back to our lawsuit. Somebody can answer that for me. That'll be great. Okay, listen. Okay. Abuse, defend, and or that Amacor condone, encourage, or allow physical abuse for defend defendant. The false and defamatory statements made by defendant about Amicor constitute defamation per se, in that they directly or implicitly impute actions to Amicor that charge her with being guilty of some debasing act which may exclude her from society. The false and defamatory statements made by defendant about Amicor constitute defamation per se, in that they directly or implicitly impute actions to Amicor that injure her professional reputation. The false and defamatory statements made by defendant about Amicor constitute defamation per se, in that they directly and or implicitly impute actions to Amicor that are defamatory and injurious to her reputation on its face and can be so understood without reference to additional or extrinsic facts. Defendant published false statements negligently with actual malice. Defendant published the May 11th post, the May 12th post, and the June 6th post contain the false defamatory statements described here and negligently with actual malice. Defendant knew or should have known her statements were false because Amicor has never engaged in an affair with defendant's husband. Defendant knew her statements were false because defendant neither had nor identified any reliable source for the false accusation that Amicor engaged in an affair with defendant's husband, as publicized in the May 11th post and the May 12th post. Defendant knew her statements were false because defendant neither had nor identified any reliable source for the false accusation that Amicor was the reason for the dissolution of defendant's marriage, as publicized in the May 11th post and the May 12th post. Defendant knew her statements were false because defendant neither had nor identified any reliable source for the false accusation that Amicor had anything to do with the physical injuries defendant allegedly sustained, and publicized in the June 6th post. On information and belief, defendant sought to financially benefit from the false defamatory statements made by Amicor. After major publications circulating defendant's false defamatory statements about Amicor, defendant began promoting her forthcoming app. On June 11, 2026, Tiffany N. Watkins, Esquire, on behalf of Amicor, sent a letter to defendant in which she informed defendant that her statements described herein were false and defamatory as to Amicor, evidencing a continued reckless disregard for truth or falsity. Defendant failed and refused to publish a retraction or correction of the false and defamatory statements of and concerning Amicor damages. Defendant's false and defamatory statements described herein were published to third parties and were in fact viewed by third parties in the state of Georgia, across the United States, and going around the world. As a direct and proximate result of the false and defamatory statements described herein, Amicor's personal and professional reputation has been permanently damaged. As a result and proximate result of the false defamatory statements, Amicor has suffered anxiety, fear, emotional distress, embarrassment, humiliation, stress, and other mental pain and suffering. As a direct and proximate result of the false defamatory statements described here, and Amicor has suffered public hatred, contempt, scorn, and ridicule. As a direct proximate result of the false defamatory statements described here, and Amicor has suffered special damages. Amicor has lost out on significant business opportunities and stands to lose out on future partnerships, endorsements, sponsorships, opportunities in radio, film, and television, and other endeavors in the entertainment industry as a direct and proximate result of the false defamatory statements described herein, as set forth above. Defendant's false defamatory statements amount to defamation per se, entitling Amicor to presume charges. Defendant has not retracted or corrected her false defamatory statements despite knowledge of falsity. Defendant's conduct demonstrates willful misconduct and entire want of care that raises a conscious indifference to consequences. Shout out to Key and Bill. Yes, indeed. There. Count 2. We're almost done. Y'all. We're on page 27. Attorney's fees and expenses of litigation. Amicor adopts and incorporates paragraphs 1 through 82, as though the same were set forth here in their entirety. Pursuant to OCGA 13.6.11, defendant has acted in bad faith, has stubbornly been litigious, and or has caused Amicor unnecessary trouble and expense, which Amicor is entitled to recover her expenses of litigation, including reasonable attorneys' fees and expenses from defendant. Because defendant has failed and refused to publish a retraction of her false and defamatory statements, Amicor was forced to incur attorney's fees and expenses in an effort to resolve this matter. Amicor was forced to continue to incur additional attorney's fees and expenses for the pendency of this litigation and until this matter is resolved. Count 3, punitive damages. Amicor incorporates paragraphs 1 through 82 as though the same were set forth here in their entirety. Defendants' false and defamatory statements were published in a constitutional actual malice, thereby entitling Amicor to an award of punitive damages pursuant to OCGA 5112 5.1. Amicor is also entitled to an award of punitive damages pursuant to OCGA 5112 5.1 to punish the defendant for unlawful conduct and to penalize and deter her from repeating such unlawful and egregious conduct. Now, like I said before about Milagro Graham, she shouldn't touch this at all because she got a whole SA lawsuit where her and the mob who moved on broken, dilapidated, decrepit energy raped two men at Camp Mob. So she really shouldn't be saying nothing about this because she reduced a man's pain when it came to him raping Donnie McClurkin. She said, I quote, "If you are 18 without a disability, how can you keep getting raped? Did you dial 911 and hesitate on the last one? That's on YouTube." But she wanna be big mad that she lost $75,000 because of her own mouth. Child Milagro, stay away from this, okay? Because you also have released CP to the world of Zoom call. That's to the FBI. You called a man who went to a Cardi B concert retarded, and he also accused him of powering Rihanna's house when that wasn't the case at all. He also did revenge P on Kyle from the Neighborhood Talk. Then got big mad that you were on Hot 97 list because of what you did to yourself. Don't talk about this case. You know what's good for you, child. The actions and inactions of defendant demonstrate a specific intent. Yes, penalize and deter her from being such unlawful and egregious conduct. I already read that. The actions and inactions of defendant demonstrate a specific intent to cause the intended harm, authorizing punitive damages in excess of $250,000, $250,000 pursuant to OCGA 5112 5.1. Wherefore, plaintiff Francesca Amicor respectfully requested judgment in her favor and against defendant Alicia Brown as follows. A, awarding plaintiff compensatory damages in amount to be proven at trial. B, awarding plaintiff her recoverable costs and disbursements, including her reasonable attorney's fees pursuant to OCGA 13611. I'm awarding plaintiff punitive damages to OCGA 5112 5.1. Awarding plaintiff a post-judgment interest and granting plaintiff such other relief as the court deems equitable, just, and proper. Jury demand. The plaintiff demands a trial by jury as to all claims of which she is entitled. This request is without prejudice to or waiver of plaintiff's right to move for judgment on all issues that may be decided by the court. Respectfully submit on this 30th day of June 2026. Evans Bowers, Tiffany N. Watkins, Stacy G. Evans, Georgia, bar number 298555. Tiffany N. Watkins, Georgia, bar number 228805, 729 Piedmont Avenue Northeast, Atlanta, Georgia 30308. Telephone number 404-850-6750. That's 404-850-6750. That's 404-850-6750. Face Smile. I don't know what Face Smile is, child, but here it is. 404-850-6748. That's 404-850-6748. It's 404-850-6748. S. Evans at evansbowers.com and T. Watkins at evansbowers.com. Attorneys for plaintiff Francesca Amicor. That is the whole lawsuit, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm going to wait for everything to come out. I'm on Francesca's side with this. There's been 4 other co-hosts: Miss Pat, Shamia Morin, Jay Nova, Jazzy B. And JR was a co-host at V103. I believe he was on the Big Bigger Morning Show. But 4 other female co-hosts have never gotten a word told to them by Alicia Brown that they were having an affair with her husband. A little bit suspicious, right? Okay, child. Finally, y'all, let's get to your positive news story of the day here, because I do have one for you. This one is a big one. Y'all know I'm always about giving credit where credit is due, and this is a big one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a twofer. For y'all. So we're going to do this one here. Shout out to rollingout.com, celebrating 25 years on to the next 25. 150 new citizens. 250 years in the making. Mount Vernon, Georgia, 250 years to the week after the Declaration of Independence was signed. A very different kind of history unfolded on George Washington's front lawn. On Saturday, 150 people from 50 countries sat in rows of folding chairs beneath a blazing sun, paddle fans stamped with American flags fluttering in their hands, waiting to become citizens of the United States. And Neil Petrie, regent of the Mount Vernon Ladies Association, welcomed the crowd with birthday wishes from the country itself. Families gathered under nearby trees for shade. One woman with small American flags tucking her ponytail, all of them watching the culmination of the process that may have taken years. A nation's birthday shared by new citizens. Among those waiting to take oath was U.S. Marine Sergeant Tigger I, originally from Guinea. Dressed in his press dress blue uniform with 3 medals on his chest. Tigger I had completed 2 deployments while working through the same lengthy path required of everyone present: exams, interviews, biometric screens, and years of paperwork. Others in the crowd carried heavier histories, having fled violence or persecution before arriving in the United States. Before the ceremony began, the group rose for the national anthem. Hats came off, hands moved to hearts, and fans stilled. As the anthem's final lines rang out, Tigger held a stage salute and expression solemn, even as those around him beamed. From global journeys to a single path to citizenship. Once the anthem ended, officials called out nations one by one, asking soon-to-be Americans to stand when their homeland was announced. A woman with dark hair rose first, grinning and clutching a small flag. Moments later, a man in a black shirt stood for his country, drawing a warning glance from the woman sitting nearby. The roll call stretched across all 50 nations represented, from China, El Salvador, Iraq, and Mongolia, with reactions ranging from quiet composure to open joy. Morocco was called. A man near the back raised both fists triumphantly. A young boy beside him, clutching his own miniature flag, mirrored this gesture instinctively. The group then raised their hands together to recite the oath of allegiance, echoing language not far removed from the oath Washington pledged himself from an oath Washington himself signed in 1778. Officials pronounced them as citizens. Applause and laughter rippled through the crowd before everyone joined in the pledge of allegiance. Tigger closed his eyes briefly, hand pressed to his heart. History rooted in a 250-year-old tree. Standing nearby was a tulip poplar planted at Washington's direction 2.5 centuries earlier, a living witness to the nation's entire timeline. Historian Douglas Bradburn referenced the tree in his remarks, telling the new citizens that their personal stories now belong to America's larger story, and that America's story now belongs to them as well. He noted that the country's founding father, Washington, effectively became their own. Welcome home, fellow Americans. Washington reenactor then took the stage beside a massive draped flag, sword at his hip, delivering remarks framed as though from the first president himself. He told the crowd that the tile of America now belongs to them fully, as to anyone. Acknowledging the difficult journeys that had led each person to that lawn, he closed by welcoming them home. Afterwards, Tigger posed for a photo near the flag-topped fan he carried through the ceremony. His Marine cap tilted slightly off center, grinning. He said simply that he had just become a United citizen, a citizen 250 years and 50 countries in the making. Charles Philadelphia Tribune. Congratulations to all 150 of y'all. That's how we roll in America, okay? And child, listen. If I could be president, besides that executive order making sure that you have to have 5 to 7 years of government experience, 5 to 7 years, 5 to 7 years of government experience, 5 to 7 references, a resume, a cover letter, you got to be for hearings, I would personally put out an order for the president of the United States to be arrested for everything he did, and I will let the citizens handle him disrespectfully in an executive order. Believe you me, if I was president. Mm-hmm. He's 80 years old. He's at the end of his life. We can handle it disrespectfully, of course. Like I say, he should have been in the ring at his birthday fight. Mm-hmm. And he should be in the ring for the LA Olympics, but that's neither here nor there. Let's continue on. From Rollout.com, celebrating 25 years, wants to get on to the next 25 years. The 2026 BET Awards conquered cable, streaming, and social in one night, everybody. The 2026 BET Awards grew its audience on every screen that matter. Highest rated BET Award since 2019, y'all. That now I'm gonna keep it real. That is a very, 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 very huge deal. Let's see here. I'll show y'all the press release here in just a little bit here. I want to read this from rollout.com just to give them their credit as well here. On the last Saturday of June, the Peacock Theater in downtown Los Angeles held more than an award show. It held a homecoming. The BET 2026 Awards, the ceremony's 25th anniversary edition, delivered the network's strongest opening performance since 2019. Since 2019, while exploding across social feeds, live streams, city blogs, for more than 50,000 fans packed the BET X experience. 7 years of fractured attention spans, splintered viewing habits, and Black Entertainment's flagship broadcast pulled everybody back into the same room. A first-time host rewrites the playbook. The gamble at the center of it all was Drewski at 31. The Atlanta-bred comedian became the youngest MC in the ceremony's quarter-century run. Then BET handed the internet's favorite sketch artist the keys to its biggest stage. He descended from the rafters in full mega church pastor regalia, choir in toe shaking down to Tyler Perry Stevie Wonder for donations before the first award ever left the podium. This could have been Rutgers' audition spilled onto live TV. Keke Palmer snatched his microphone mid-bit. Ray J. Carr roast that he will soon not forget. A saxophonist stood ready to play off anyone who lingered too long at the mic. It was chaotic, unscripted feeling, native to the way artists actually consume comedy in 2026, and it worked. More importantly, from the network, the choice signaled what the numbers would confirm within days. Meaning the culture where it lives pays off everywhere it lives. Excuse me. The metrics arrived like a mic drop. Digital viewership jumped 187% compared with last year. Live stream impressions climbed 173%. Time spent inside the BET Media House surged 172%. Fans generate 9.3 billion interactions across social media platforms. As ceremony swallowed the weekend's online conversation in the whole, trending from the opening sermon to the through to the final bow. Those aren't the vital signs of a legacy broadcast coasting on nostalgia. They are hang on, y'all. Wait. Okay, there we go. Those aren't the vital signs of a legacy broadcast coasted on nostalgia. They are the profile of a franchise firing on every cylinder at once. Linear television, streaming short-form clips, and the sidewalk outside the venue. Hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. The BETX festivities surrounding the main event drew record crowds of more than 50,000, transforming the ceremony from a 3-hour broadcast into a full weekend pilgrimage. Legends crowned torches passed. The show itself kept viewers locked in. Miss Lauryn Hill accepted the inaugural Living Legend Icon Award, a fitting laurel for artists whose shadow stretches across 3 decades of music. Now Ted collected the Icon of the Year honor, capping a season which he has become one of the entertainment's most magnetic. Multi-hyphenate Cardi B entered the evening as the most nominated artist and lit up the stage, joined across the night by Dolce, Latifah, Common Tim's, a soul-stirring tribute to Lady D'Angelo, featuring Ari Lennox, Ray, and George Clinton reminded the room why these gatherings matter in the first place. Every element reinforces the same thesis: honor the past, platform the present, and hand the microphone to the future. Why this moment matters. Award shows across the industry have bled from viewers for a decade. Conventional wisdom had declared the format terminal. The BET Awards 2026 just wrote the counter-argument. When a broadcast reflects its audience with precision, the humor, the music, the reverence, the irreverence, that the owner shows up in force on every screen, owns, and brings 50,000 friends downtown. BET did merely stage a successful telecast. It reasserted itself as the gravitational center. Black culture at a moment when that center has could have drifted anywhere. The 25th anniversary could have been a victory lap. Instead, became a launch pad, proving that culture's biggest night is getting bigger, that everybody from the group chat to the arena floor wanted to be in the building. The numbers say growth. The weekend says something deeper. This is where culture gathers. It isn't going anywhere. Well, congratulations to BET. And here is the official press release, everybody, here just to show y'all we showcase press releases around here. It's right there, the +1 social program across all television with 9.3 million interactions, day of shows, views up 187% year over year. Red Carpet live stream views up plus 152%, plus 152%, impressions plus 173% year over year across YouTube television. The highest rated BET Awards on BET since 2019. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So the highest rated BET Awards in 8 years, y'all, with people 18 to 49, impressions up, with impressions up plus 50% year over year. BET Experience live events, more than 50,000 attendees across a record-breaking BET Experience weekend, and BET Media House minutes watched up plus 172% year over year. The strength of the BET brand is that it lives at the very center of Black culture. This weekend proved it once again, said Louis Carr, president of BET. When a brand stays this deeply connected to its community and commits to a show that truly resonates growth, follows everywhere across television, social, digital, and live experiences. These results are what that connection makes possible. BET conveys culture and community better than anyone. That position is ours alone. Right here, our team poured everything into a show built to honor the culture at the highest levels, said Connie Orlando, Executive Vice President, Specials, Music Program, Music Strategy, BET, Executive Producer of the BET Awards. From the performances to the tributes to every moment between, we set out to create a night that felt like home for our community, and to see it resonate this powerfully means everything. I'm immensely proud of the artists, the crew, and the entire team who brought culture's biggest night to life. So congratulations, everybody. Of course, Bow Wow had a Tiny Desk performance that premiered before the BET Awards as well. I mean, y'all, like, what we talking about here? This is, let me just read this, right? So people 18 to 49, impressions up on BET up plus 50% year over year, 624,000 versus 415,000 with the coverage rating up plus 71%. 2.6 million P2 viewers across 12 Paramount networks, up plus 18 from EEAC impressions a year ago. 1.03 million people 18 to 49 viewers across 12 Paramount networks. Growth was led by young women 18 to 34, up plus 106%. Shout out to 106 Apart, by the way. Women 18 to 24, up plus 144%. Okay. NPR's the immediate encore. So they did an encore, right? Triple digit gains versus a year ago, up plus 245%. Impressions up plus 205%. Total viewers, P2 impressions up plus 168%. National Public Radio's Tiny Desk made its debut as the lead into the BET Awards 2026 with Bow Wow's performance up plus 40%. And then, of course, the BET Awards 2026 ranked as the highest BET Awards on BET in 8 years among people 18 to 49, and the #1 entertainment telecast on all of television, excluding sports, of course. So social engagement part of it, which this is a huge part as well. Day of show digital performance was strong across the board, with total views up plus 187%, total engagements up plus 232%, and total watch time up plus 9% year over year, led by social platforms. The BET Awards ranked as the #1 social program across all television, 9.3 million interactions. Broadcast and cable combined, BET ranked as the #1 social network across all television. Hashtag BET Awards was the #1 most trending topic. I'll say this because it's going to piss Elon Musk off on X. Because Elon Musk said DEI needs to die. So fuck you, motherfucker. Listen, hashtag BET Awards was the #1 trending topic on X for 12 consecutive hours in the U.S. and 7 consecutive hours worldwide. Additional trending topics include hashtag Drewski, hashtag Alexandria at the BET Awards. Let me tell you something. She was looking beautiful, and her boyfriend was like, "Listen, I can't be mad that I get to have that chocolate every day in my life. Go ahead, Drewski, just not too much though." Hashtag Kaylani, hashtag Bow Wow, hashtag Lauryn Hill. As well, the show placed among Google's top 5 most searched topics, with Lauryn Hill on number 2, BET Awards at number 5. Okay. BET said, we're going to stomp the yard today. I'm ahead of the live show, the 2026 BET Awards Red Carpet Live, presented by Hyundai McDonald's. We live stream viewership across YouTube by plus 152% in views, plus 160% in minutes watched, and plus 173% impressions year over year. Maybe that means that maybe next year's BET Awards can be all streamed live on YouTube as well, maybe. BET Experience as well, more than 50,000 attendees across the weekend's BET Experience events. Celebrity basketball, which moved to USC, drew more than 4,000 attendees, the largest crowd ever for a BET X Celebrity basketball game. FanFest welcomed more than 30,000 attendees over 2 days, making it the largest event in the Beehive's history. Previous peak 10%. The Hollywood Bowl show featuring the Roots and Not sold out again with more than 17,000 attendees, and on digital BETX content delivered year-over-year growth across the board, with video views up plus 6%, engagements up plus 5%, and minutes viewed up plus 5%. And then, of course, the BET Media House, the industry's premier multi-platform partnership anchored by sponsor Procter & Gamble, united 38 media partners across podcasts, social platforms, and syndicated local radio into a real-time content ecosystem, driving standout year-over-year growth, with minutes watched up plus 172%. Okay. Across broadcast, digital, social, live experiences, BET Awards 2026 stood as a testament of the strength of the community and the enduring pull of the culture, the forces that made it the highest rated BET Awards in BET since 2019. The highest rated in 8 years. In 8 years. In 8 years. Congratulations to BET. And let me tell you something, Drewski, I got to give it to you, brother. This is your victory lap, too. It is. Now, there's a guy named Mac Miller who said, what other Black award shows we have? I'm like, we got the NAACP Image Awards. We have the Black Real Awards. Actually, let me just go to the comment. Give me a moment, y'all, because I remember my comment specifically. Hang on, give me a moment. Give me one moment. And this was not to disrespect him at all. You know what I mean? But I think sometimes okay, here it is here. Because I just want to show this comment. This is no disrespect to Mac. Sometimes people don't know what they don't know, right? But here is this right here, okay? Since he asked what other award shows are out here, I said the NAACP Image Awards, the Black Real Awards, the African American Critics Association Film and Television Awards, the Grill Awards, the Urban One Arms, the Trumpet Awards, the BET Hip Hop Awards, and the Soul Train Awards. So 8 other award shows, including the BET Awards. If you don't know something, just say that shit. Okay, if you don't know something, Mac, just say that shit. But to believe that the BET Awards for Drewski is pinnacle for our culture is bullshit. Okay, now Drewski deserves his credit because he made the award show the biggest one in 8 years. But Mac, to say that the BET Awards is the only show we got, bro, you can literally highlight any one of these, right click it and Google it. It'll give you the history of any one of these shows, bro. Like, just do your fucking research, you pieces of shit. That's all I ask. Okay, no hate on Mac, but that was an asinine, ass 10, ass 11, ass 12, ass 13 comment from Mac Miller. Okay, all right. Y'all, that's it. That's all I got for y'all. Let me check something on this website that I go to. I just want to. Like I said, congratulations to Drewski. He definitely deserves that, man. You were able to make a show pop off in 8 years, the biggest one to pop off in 8 years. Yeah, that take a victory lap, brother. Take a victory lap. Take a victory lap. For sure. So, yeah. Because Rose said that it may not be a new episode. Okay, so new episodes will return after the 4th of July holiday. Okay, so there was no new episode, Rose. Okay, so we will figure out something else. You know what I mean? Actually, let me check up. Let me check document settings real quick. I just want to see something real quick, y'all. Give me a moment. Because y'all know that there's that Zeus lawsuit that we talked about, you know, Jocelyn Hernandez, right? We did talk about her and how she said what she said about Lemon Pepper. But I want to see if Document Things has anything. Nope, nothing yet. The only update that we have from Document Things is I'll get the Jaden Brown versus the Mel Plummer Zeus Network lawsuit once it's visible. So once it's visible, we will be reading those documents live. So I will figure something out for 6 o'clock. But in the meantime, one love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. Bye, everybody. Oh, by the way, I'm going to try to get that interview with Ro up sometime this week. So give me some time, but that interview with Ro will be up. It was a great interview. It was a roll up on interview, but it was a good interview. So we'll have that on the channel here soon. All right. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love once again. I send it all right back to you. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination. beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because
I've been moving on my own accord covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Brad been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Brad been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Brad been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Brad been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Brad been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Brad been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.